I want to touch base on a particular question that is used to drive urgency in the sales conversation in a way unlike any other question I've come across. I'm a massive fan of psychology of sales, influence, persuasion, leadership, language that leads to it all. And this one question drives urgency so predictably and so effectively that I thought it's just imperative, critical, essential that I share it with you all. And the question is this: if you've got your pen and paper at the ready, I'll give you the question and then I'll give you the context behind it. The question that goes with it is this: how okay are you with insert problem or challenge? How okay are you with the fact that insert problem or challenge is happening? How okay are you with that? That's the question. Now I'll give you the context. The context that goes with it is this: in a sales conversation, it's important that we uncover challenges, that we uncover pain, that we uncover tension, frustration. Those pains or those discomforts are what drive a buying decision. They're the emotional driver behind a decision, as opposed to the logical decision, which is, this all adds up and all makes sense. Sometimes we can have a buying decision that all adds up and all makes sense, but we just lack that emotional drive to go, you know what, I'm going to do this. A lot of the time, it's actually the tension or the frustration sitting behind the sales conversation. Not all the time, but a lot of the time there can be tension or frustration sitting there that goes, if I solve this frustration, then it'd be worth buying this thing. I like this. That's the emotional driver. So a lot of the sales conversations will involve that. If you don't uncover that with your buyer, or they don't language it out loud, then you'll always sit on the surface level of the sales conversation, again, where things make sense, but the actual drive to make the decision doesn't exist, or it doesn't come to the surface enough to actually drive the decision. So when this is the case, let's just say you've discovered a problem or a challenge. Let's just say you're working with a buyer and they say something along the lines of, we're not making enough sale. Frustration, challenge, low level one, but it's there. It's on the surface level. Let's dig a bit deeper with the question. How okay are you with the fact that you're not making enough sale? A lot of people could be okay with it. I'm curious, how okay are you with the fact that it's happening? That question only ever does one of two things. The first thing that it'll do is cause a response of, well, when I think about it, I guess we are okay with it. I guess it's not that big of a challenge. At which point you respond with, fantastic, great. It doesn't look like we can actually help you here because there's nothing we can actually solve. We've got this meeting booked for the next 45 minutes, but if there's no challenge, I don't want to waste your time and you don't want to waste mine. At which point they will respond with something along the lines of, no, that's not the challenge, but the real thing that actually probably is annoying is a now insert level deeper thing that was really going on. At which point you get to say, okay, great, let's have a chat about that challenge. What's going on for you there? And we're into selling zone. We're into a real level conversation that's underneath the surface, where all the best sales are made and all the best business relationships are made. The second thing that happens when you say, how okay are you with the fact that you're losing sales or that your sales numbers are low? And they say something like, I'm not okay. I've actually had enough of it. It's probably why we're having this conversation today. You get to go, great, okay, tell me more about that. And again, we're back into the selling zone, underneath the surface, where all the best sales are made. Try this on for size for yourself. I want to ask you a question, a simple question. Tell me something, a challenge you're having, a frustration that's happening around your home. It may be a leaking tap, or a broken window, or a TV that isn't working, or something like. Just try one, hold it in your mind. When I ask this question, how okay are you with the fact that that is happening in your home right now? Notice, as I asked that question, something in you went, it just got a little bit more annoying, to be honest. It actually felt like I kind of need to go do something about it right now. Or part of you have gone, it's okay, I can wait another week or two, or I can kick a can down the road. And then we realize and we go, okay, well, if that's not the challenge, then you probably didn't answer the question correctly, because I asked, what's a challenge that you've got happening around your home right now? So what's the actual challenge? If it's not the broken window that's annoying you, curious, what actually is the challenge? Most likely you would think then and go, oh no, I got one. I know a challenge. And then again, we're back into the selling zone. Tell me about that challenge you got going around your home. Okay. So the question is, how okay are you with the fact that X is happening? Either you're not okay with it, so we're in selling zone, or you are okay with it, and therefore I can give you your time back, and we should never have spent the time discussing this anyway. One of the more powerful questions I've come across in influence, sales, persuasion, whatever you want to call it. The thing that makes them powerful is you have the intention of helping people with this question, because you're cutting to the core of what's actually going on for them. Super powerful stuff. This is the sort of stuff that we teach to a lot of our unicorn hunter clients. We work with clients all around the world, around Australia, New Zealand, US, UK, Canada, helping them close some of the biggest deals in their pipeline. And it's questions like this that can make all the difference. I was working with one of our unicorn hunter clients the other night. He's over in the UK. And he said, Das, I've got this one particular client. He just keeps batting me back to the bowler. What can I ask him that's actually going to jolt this whole conversation in a different direction? And it was really cool because we got to have a conversation about the questions that are asking, and the questions that are being asked in sales conversations are often what are leading to your results. So much so that the questions that you're not asking are leading to the sales that you're not making. Another way of saying that is all the sales you're not making are sitting behind the questions you're not asking. These powerful, simple questions that can cut through a buyer's mind when usually they would have such a wall up is what I believe where all the magic of sales happen. Reach out if there's anything extra you want to learn about Unicorn Hunter program, about questions like these. Just say the word. We'll make sure you're taken care of and we'll go closing some of those biggest deals in your pipeline. Until then, have a cracking week in sales. Always here to help.